that was somehow important, was that it had the sound moving kind of like clouds through the room. So the weather's just changing each day. Sometimes there's different crossings of different pieces. Sometimes there's a lot of crossing of different pieces. There are little sounds that happen all above you at all the speakers. And there are sounds that are more localized, like the projection pieces are here. The mirror pieces, you can look above, are next to the mirror. There are those speakers. The black speakers, if you really want to crank your head, are for the floor piece. And in the room in the back, there's its own speakers. This one for the reading room. And we have a single speaker here for the books, and these two speakers for the wall. And sound is kind of traveling across these speakers, basically at all times. There are little breaths, little silences, which we learned when we were installing the show, were very necessary. Thanks, in particular to Ms. Urging, thank you for that. And the silences give a kind of breath. And sometimes you have very intense pieces of the projection that have kind of very intense affect. And so after those, there's also a kind of drop, or a sense of dropping in energy. There's like these little aspects of the emotive or affective experience of music that happen in a way that I can't control in the way that I can if I'm like playing the piano for you, right? Because by setting it all up on this calendar, it's just going in different ways at all times. Now that's just about the sound. The way the visual is working is we wanted to produce, offer notation in different kinds of ways. The mirror pieces all come from a correspondence that I had with a friend named Justine. And the two of us were making things for one another as an exchange. And so all the pieces are a bit about that. And it's next to the piano. There's a lot of piano music that's going on in the mirror. The piano is in fact the piano of Hermione Johnson, who's with us tonight. And so there's that kind of dialogue that's happening there. I'm not going to talk about the clamshell just yet. We'll get there. And each of these are dealing with these different kinds of dialogues. Cloud Study deals with one with really like standard notation, like Western European musical notation. It's very, in fact, it's a kind of medieval look in a way because it uses these very long durations. This one back here is a bit more our comic strip. It's a kind of funny and playful music. And there's different ways that I can read this. I read each of these scores, mind you, which comes maybe to the maintenance. Am I moving too fast here? Is this okay for everybody? Okay, great. The maintenance, which Samuel referred to, is a word that I've been using to refer to sound making by live people in the space. Because obviously a lot of work is being done digitally by a computer.